DeLand, Florida, is a city with a rich history rooted in the late 19th century, shaped by vision, ambition, and resilience. Located in Volusia County, approximately 34 miles north of Orlando and 23 miles west of Daytona Beach, DeLand was founded in 1876 by Henry Addison DeLand, a baking soda magnate from Fairport, New York. Before its founding, the area was known as Persimmon Hollow due to the wild persimmon trees that grew around its natural springs. It was initially accessible only by steamboat along the St. Johns River, reflecting its early isolation in Florida's wilderness. Henry A. DeLand first visited the area in March 1876, accompanying his brother-in-law, O.P. Terry, who had purchased land there and was eager to show it off. Captivated by the high, rolling pine lands and the potential he saw, DeLand purchased 159.1 acres from the Hampton homestead that October. He envisioned a thriving citrus, agricultural, and cultural hub, distinct from the haphazard settlements of the frontier. On December 6, 1876, settlers gathered and voted to rename the community DeLand in his honor. He laid out a planned town with wide streets, large lots, and ample green spaces, planting water oaks, magnolias, and orange trees to enhance its appeal. DeLand's ambition was to create a center of education and culture, earning the city its nickname, the Athens of Florida. Early growth was driven by agriculture, particularly citrus. DeLand recruited settlers, many from upstate New York, and supported the community's development by donating land for a school, paying half its construction costs, a church, and later a hotel and courthouse when DeLand became the county seat in 1888. In 1883, he established the DeLand Academy, a cornerstone of his vision for education. However, a severe freeze in 1885 devastated the citrus groves, forcing DeLand to buy back land from struggling settlers he had promised to support. This financial blow led him to turn over much of the town's future to John B. Stetson, a Philadelphia hat manufacturer and friend who became his winter resident. Stetson's influence was transformative. After the freeze, he took over the endowment of DeLand Academy, which was renamed Stetson University in 1889, Florida's oldest private college. Stetson brought innovation, building Florida's first electrical and ice plants, making DeLand the first city in the state with electric street lighting. His lavish mansion, completed in 1886, reflected his wealth and is now a historic landmark. A subsequent fire in 1885 prompted an ordinance mandating masonry construction downtown, preserving many 19th-century buildings along Woodland Boulevard, now part of the downtown DeLand Historic District. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw further development. Chinese horticulturist Lu Jim Gong, working in DeLand, developed frost-resistant orange and grapefruit strains, bolstering the citrus industry. The town grew as a college and citrus hub, though another devastating freeze in 1894-95 cost DeLand nearly $250,000 and prompted his return to New York by 1899. He died in 1908, leaving a legacy of perseverance. Throughout the 20th century, DeLand evolved. During World War II, the Navy established an airbase, later turned over to the city in 1946 as the DeLand Municipal Airport. The 1920s Florida land boom brought Mediterranean revival architecture, including the restored Athens Theater, built in 1921. The Garden District, developed between 1900 and 1920, saw a revival in the 2000s under Michael E. Barth, who restored its historic charm. Today, over 600 properties are listed on historic registers. DeLand's modern identity blends its past with growth. Stetson University remains a cultural anchor, while events like the DeLand Fall Festival of the Arts, since 1992, draw over 50,000 visitors annually. The city's oak-lined streets, murals, and attractions like the Stetson Mansion and De Leon Springs State Park reflect its heritage and appeal. As of the 2020 census, DeLand's population was 37,351, a testament to its enduring draw as a community that honors its founding vision while embracing progress.